Hello everybody, welcome. Hello FK. We're back with Theron and Aurelia and we're about to start the MSQ for 7.5.
After taking a shadow doggy for walkies.
Yes, we took a shadow doggy for walkies and it was glorious.
2 silly tanks, and we could only do it because of Echo. Because, yeah, if the fight goes too long, he puts Doom.
Yeah. We could not get past the Doom. If we could, we could have easily done it.
Yeah, we would have done it like 2 pulls earlier.
Hello Orca, hello Doodles. We could also probably do it earlier if we weren't getting so many damage downs. And
yeah, but those are going to be a fact of life, especially trying to figure out what does this fight even do.
Yeah. The fact that 2 tanks just amazes me.
Yes, 2 silly tanks. You want to turn?
No, we don't.
We don't? Oh, yeah, I guess we're not going to, the main plaza.
Actually, we can do the main plaza real quick because there's something I want you to do before we forget.
Uh-oh.
It will help you.
I have an overdue library book.
It will actually help you with silly tank shenanigans.
Oh dear. Actually, there is one other thing that needs doing, unless it happens to be what you're thinking about. I have 5 heavy overblades, you know.
Nope. We're coming over here.
Is this gonna be the coins?
No. Hold on a sec.
I'm making all these guesses and they're all wrong.
How many tombstones of mathematics do you have?
Max 2,000.
Okay, we can do this. You want to go? You want to go to Rain Exchange?
Now, first of all, what outfit are you expecting me to do this for?
You're going to do it for Warrior, but do not shift into Warrior.
Okay, this is replacing the Barbie weapon.
This is upgrading the Barbie weapon.
Okay, so augmented courtly lovers?
Yeah. But first you want to go to Rain Exchange.
Of course, they make this part too difficult.
It's so...
Trino?
You want 7 Trino.
Solid. So much for this is gonna be cheap.
Okay, you got that?
Yes.
Now I want you to go into your armory.
Okay.
Find your axe.
Pull out the axe.
Well, first off, pull it out.
You can have my axe.
Put it in your
Courtly
inventory. But make sure you take the materia out.
Aw. You don't want to give them my materia?
No.
Well, guess what? We're not getting them anyway. No, I got one. Woohoo! The one you're wishing had gone away.
Yeah. Now go into the purchase augmented courtly lovers equipment.
Yep.
And
Weapons.
you'll want to go to Everkeep certain grade 3 import weapons.
Why do they make this complicated?
And then you will select your axe from the list and exchange it for certs.
Why do they make this so complicated? Okay, augmented courtly lovers, equipment, weapons. And augmented courtly lovers Labrys, which is 780. Yep. Cost 17 and 7. Yep. You cannot currently equip this item. Yeah, there's a reason. If I had it equipped, I couldn't do this.
Exactly.
So why are you warning me?
Okay, once you've done that,
Okay.
now you go to Augmented Cortler Levy's Equipment Weapons.
No, I just did that.
After you've got the certs. Fine. Then you select the Augmented Leveler's Lapras.
Look at chat.
It's hard to see. Okay, you did
In-game
get that.
chat. Yes.
Okay, now go ahead and equip that and make sure it's all nice and pretty in your tanking outfit.
Okay, let's see. Put it into armory chest so that when I try to switch over to warrior, we'll say, "Do you want to use this instead?" Yes. Okay, and what's it want? Right. I would like a crit 12.
Just one crit?
Yep.
Not two?
Yep.
It'll fit two.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make you mad at me.
You're gonna slot tenacity, aren't you?
That's what I pulled out of the old one.
Oh, Jesus.
Successfully.
12 preserve! She's slotting tenacity!
Okay, and that will take me up to average item levels.
Yep.
Not bad for one item.
And that will probably last you until the first dungeon in the next expansion.
Yeah. So
Yes, you can technically get better by getting like the Bygone Lance or the next grade
yeah.
of the Bygone Lance. Which
trying
I
to see if
don't
anything else is on the
think
Burgundy
is
one.
out yet.
Now the Burby weapon is crafted or what?
It is crafted.
Yeah, and I got that from Action. That's why I have that one. Okay.
Yep.
If I had any others, though, I would certainly be upgrading them. Because I've got the tombstones to do like 3.
To answer your question,
oh yes,
Orca,
there are particular classes.
we do main. Our mains are Bard and Dragoon.
Yes, and have been from the beginning.
Yes, we actually initially rolled as Bard and Dragoon, and that's what we play. However, I get bored very easily.
Well, yeah, but, and at first, when we first got in, there's actually some nice synergies between those two classes, and we really liked that. Then they kind of shifted away from that, and the 50s and 60s doldrums were real, and we were both looking at shifting main classes and never quite did it, and the classes have both improved greatly since then, so we're back to Bard and Dragoon as our mains.
Now, this might
My
radically
number 2.
change with the upcoming evolved combat system, but we will have to see.
Also possible. And my number 2 class is Red Mage. Is one of the reasons why the main other thing I have in the VTuber, PNG tuber, is the Red Mage outfit. Not entirely sure what they considers his number 2 class.
My number 2 class, I actually consider Warrior.
Okay, this does not surprise me. How about number 3?
Scholar. It used to be Asked, but it's Scholar
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And I don't have a very solid number 3 at the moment. For a while, it was Scholar. Now, simply because I'm not doing that much healing, it might be more powy. And of course, I have been going to easy mode healing lately and doing a lot more White Mage than Scholar.
Yeah,
even though I certainly appreciate Scholar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, after Scholar, it kind of goes Dancer and Red Mage, or Red Mage Dancer. They're roughly about the same for me.
Right. Yeah, and for the buns, Rena's main is Monk.
Oh, it is very much Monk.
Ladonia's is more uncertain. It is not Dragoon. Sorry. I am liking Dancer. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what the... it's probably, at the moment, it's Warrior.
She's feeling the warrior jive.
Especially when she has the Ifrit suit on. Which I need to set up proper glamour on.
Yeah. Part of the problem with me is that I like actually most of the classes. The class I dislike the most, and saying dislike is too strong of a word. It's more like I'm lukewarm, is Pictomancer.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that, of course, I have not tried all the classes yet, but the one that I have liked the least has been Monk. And Dragoon is kind of in second place.
I'm sorry, but Dragoon is just Stardiver and Sticky Pokey. And halfway across the field, Stardiver, boom!
Well, the ability to do the FFT style jump may change my mind in the evolved system. Okay, Graha. Warm fare thee wells can ease the sting of partings, as we come to terms with an absence of not soon forgotten. To tell those we hold dear what they've meant to us, and to wish them the best, we should seize that chance whensoever we can.
Hello, Cryo.
In fate's footsteps, Kryl has a wistful glint in her eyes. And they will be serving us food. More money.
Food. I trust you were able to get plenty of rest? Good. I thought we might take a moment to ponder our next steps, or perhaps reflect on our recent journey. I must admit, my thoughts often drift to the Mist Continent in our stay in Treno. It was heartening to see the Malala prosper despite the odds, and my own flesh and blood strive in that levin-racked landscape.
Sphene was eager to restore diplomatic relations, and I have no doubt that Alexandria will provide much-needed support for their neighbor. And everyone else on that network they have.
Yeah. I too shall do everything I can to aid my home anywhere. I too shall do everything I can to aid my home away from home, my wonderful, welcoming family included. For the time being, though, I'd say we've accomplished all within our power.
I suppose that just leaves the matter of preservation's research. It is yet unclear how Calyx learned the techniques he used to summon his dark primal. And there is likewise much that remains unknown about the key. Let us hope that Shale's efforts bear more fruit.
Can you hear me? Shale and I have been reviewing the decrypted files and have uncovered some intriguing details. Would you care to join us? We'll be with you right away. Excellent. Shale seems rather eager to speak with you all. Come and find us in the Deutero lab when you're ready.
Deutero lab.
Uncanny timing indeed. Let's make for the containment complex.
Okay, just fair warning, this is probably going to be a scholarly dissertation, so let's both get ready to paint our most interested looks on our faces.
Right.
When we don't understand a thing.
Should I switch into scholar mode? Maybe that would help.
It's tempting. It is really tempting to go in like this.
We can!
Why don't we? It probably won't be as learned as we're kind of implying.
Hold on.
Do you need to adjust your look a bit?
Unfortunately, it'll wipe out my
Current
dye.
Oh.
Because I was hoping to wait on really accessing my glamour plates until after I've upgraded things, but I need more tombstones! I don't want to farm them because I'm too lazy.
You look semi-scholarly like this.
You think?
Maybe?
But my glam plate! Have you seen my glam plate for Scholar? Yeah, there it is! My glam plate for Scholar!
Oh, right. Yeah, that one is better. Your current... Oh, right. This is just the native look, isn't it?
Yes, this is the native look. Which will... all the dice will be wiped as soon as I glam it.
Yeah.
However, this look is kind of meh for me. I like it, but it's not... Huh?
Well, then maybe it's time. Maybe.
Okay, fine. This is...
Excuse me.
Close that. Hold on. Link to glamour plate. There we go.
Yeah.
The gear. If I'm going to do one, I'm going to do them all.
Darn straight.
And I have to admit, I'm sad Ast has not been gelling with me this season because I really like my Ast setup.
Yeah, and you used to really like the class.
It's just they
it's
changed
the
the cards to where I feel like I'm just fumbling around with them, and I'm not actively going, okay, I want this card here, and this. It's less of a choice and more just throw cards up, throw them out, pull them up the next time the timer's on.
Yeah, there's a limited amount of kind of thinking it through for certain things, but it is kind of limited. It certainly works for me, but I can understand the appeal of the older system, which
this is my new white mage set.
It is white.
I do want to go in and re-dye this, but I didn't want to deal with Gilda at the moment, so... That's white mage.
Okay.
That's Ast.
Illusion.
Sage.
Okay.
Scholar!
Yes. Okay, we're ready to...
Because I love this
understand
color
what the scions are
set.
talking about.
Heading to the containment complex? Right this way. Yeah, Scholar I consider the most difficult heal in the game currently, but it's stupid fun. Part of the trick with Scholar and Sage to a lesser extent, it's in general, you don't wait until damage has happened and then heal. You have to predict the damage to have the shields up and going for when it does actually hit. So you're actually playing a prediction game the entire fight of what heal you need where.
Yeah.
Hey, Stola!
And I really appreciate it. I'm just not that great at it. If I practiced at it a lot, I'd probably get better, but yeah. Healing is kind of far down on my priority list.
Given that all the data is stored with electric devices, Shale's expertise has proven invaluable. Hey, Shale.
Ah, you're just in time for a progress report. The decryption is finally complete. As we suspected, the data represents a partial record of Preservation's research documents. A quick scan of the files, however, failed to turn up the information Y'shtola was after.
Indeed. No mention of the Ascians, or primal summoning techniques for that matter. While Calyx doubtless received instruction from someone possessed of such knowledge, there was naught to identify this benevolent mentor.
So we have another Ascian on our hands.
I am, however, pleased to say that we found several reports concerning the key.
Oh, this is good news.
We know the key is used to open paths between worlds, and was a treasured relic of the Milala. And just as the Milala were unable to return after reaching the Mist Continent, so too was Preservation unable to gain a mastery of the prize which had passed into their possession. The data suggests that a particular formula or procedure is required. A process which Calyx appears to have understood to some degree. Yet the key proved fickle.
Fickle.
Perfectly replicating conditions was no guarantee of success. And even when they did manage to generate a modest portal, the destination was never the one they expected. The reports practically screamed their frustration, describing the experience as being dragged around by a traveler picking roads without rhyme or reason. Serves them right, I say.
I wonder if it needs
After
the
much
spell.
trial and error, Preservation began to experiment with external actuation devices for the key.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's requiring the spell we have as part of our Azim stone. The summon spell.
Striving to maintain a stable pathway to a chosen location.
Also, here's a
they
thought,
conceived of the
though I don't think
technology
they'll
that
go
forms
this
the
way.
gate to the Golden City.
To get a consistent reaction, you have to have a strong enough signal. And modern people with their very low aether density don't produce that strong of a signal.
This is also possible. Because we're like, at this point, half Dynamis.
Yeah, well, of course, and we got strengthened when we visited,
Elpis?
what's the name? Elpis, yeah. So our aether is now somewhat denser.
Gate to the Golden City.
So, their tribulations ultimately afforded them control of the key, albeit in a limited capacity, which of course, explains why they were able to instruct Suralja in its use, thus enabling the unprecedented feat of transferring Everkeep and its environs to the source. After the Endless Fiend took the key unto herself, she opened pathways to other reflections in her hunt for ether, did she not?
The Milala merely used it to facilitate their exodus. To think what the key has now wrought in different hands.
Such is most technology, actually.
For all we know, the actuation device augmented the key's power beyond its intended scope. Were your goal to plunder whole worlds of their ether, a tool designed to simply transfer people would likely be insufficient.
So you're saying there's a second gate out there?
Shale, I don't suppose you would be able to remove the actuation device?
The machine made for that very purpose is still functional, thankfully. It shouldn't be a problem.
What do you think? We don't even know how the key works. If the device is somehow interfering or amplifying its capabilities, I believe we ought to remove it.
I agree.
Not to mention, we can probably reassemble it with maybe a bit of trouble if we decide we need it back together.
I swear that thing looks like Aurosite.
Give me a moment.
Uh-huh. White Aurosite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it almost certainly is. Right color and right shape.
Just twisted and embellished.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is Aurosite. Or at least made of.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see with those eyes, Yustola?
My word.
Yustola!
Ishtola? This is the first time I've beheld the key in
She says,
all
my
its
God, it's full of
unobscured
stars
glory.
when we're out.
The sheer density is extraordinary. 'Tis akin to the structures we saw beneath the Tempest.
Now that you mention it, the
Yeah.
ornamentation is reminiscent of
By some
Hammerheart.
agents.
Yep. Probably by the original Azim himself.
Have you noticed anything since the key has been in your possession?
No. It reminds me of Azim's crystal.
Give me a moment. I'm actually a little behind.
Sorry.
Yeah. You can go with that.
Because it does.
Yustola gotten a good look at that.
You're suggesting the key has some connection with Azim.
I've got a sinking suspicion,
A
yes.
plausible theory, although one we are yet unequipped to prove. My apologies. Hello? Yes, this is Cryo speaking. that was Ojika with a message for us.
An urgent matter?
I'm not altogether sure. Tataru requires our counsel, and hoped to call upon us in person at the Baldessian
Okay.
Annex. Though disappointed we were not present, she appeared content to wait until our travels brought us back to Sharlayan, insisting that it did not merit our immediate summons.
It's from Tataru! We'll go anyway!
Her tone
Immediately!
suggested otherwise, however, and Ojika felt compelled to contact us directly.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
You'd best go.
Oh, we'll be back.
Though I'll not deny that I'll be sad to see you leave.
Oh, don't worry. We're never away for long.
Oh, Shale. I can't even begin to thank you for all you've done. We will be forever indebted to you and your Oblivion colleagues.
The debt is ours. We'll never forget the sacrifices you've made for us, for Alexandria. In the meantime, I shall keep sifting through the data. You'll hear as soon as I find anything of note.
Actually, I should like to stay here a little longer, if you don't mind.
This surprises me none.
Mm-hmm.
You are most welcome.
And might I borrow the key for a while? I wish to study it further. With the utmost care, I assure you.
Well then, shall we be off? Ojika will be expecting us.
Right. We've gotten our title screen.
Woohoo! But
Which
yeah,
is certainly very suggestive.
if Tataru needs us, we will be right there.
Hmm.
Only I need to take one moment and adjust something. I apologize for
Here.
people. Things are going to get very weird looking on my PNG tuber for a second.
Ah. I was wondering about that.
This would be the mortar board. I'm gonna... Huh, wonder why that didn't take. There we go. Flip to heal.
Yep. At this point, I think I'm going to be flipping back to Bird once we're out of here. Tataru is unlikely to be making great demands on my brain cells.
Why is this not flipping correctly? Oh, that's why. 6. And then we want to... Or is that correct? Where is...
Everyone, you're getting to see behind the curtain how things get set up in PNG Tuber.
Don't want that overcoat. Don't want that dress. We do want the scholar robe. this off. Okay. And the rope. Where's the rope hiding?
Yeah, turn the rope off.
There's that. And that. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not sure what it is. Testing.
Showing what looks to be like a shadow for the old collar?
Yes, that
But
is
not the
correct.
collar itself. Okay.
Dress, overcoat. That's showing correctly. Let's quickly save this. There, haha.
Yay!
And for some reason my glasses aren't
full
on,
function.
so let's fix that.
Oh. In-game.
There. Yashila! Given the preservation could not unlock the secrets of the key, it should come as no surprise that we too struggled to understand its nature. In any event, do give Tataru my regards when you see her. I ought to mention that we also uncovered information unrelated to the key. According to Shale,
No.
certain confidential reports are now accessible via devices in the research compounds and the director's office. You might wish to pursue those files before you depart for Charlian. Hint, hint!
Uh-huh.
My colleagues will be just as saddened by your departure. Until we meet again, safe journeys.
Okay,
Come on,
director's
Toby, let's do a
office.
little reading. Which way was the doctor's office?
First of all, I'm trying to remember what the other place was. So there's two places. Director's office, yeah, is the east room. Quadrant side table. See anything else interactable? Amongst the other personal effects, you find what is presumably the director's data tablet. Okay, closed locker stands next to the table.
Ah! Upon activation, the device a newly accessible selection titled Memory Duplication.
Oh. Memory duplication. It is well known that the Alexandrian royal family promulgated a number of fundamental principles governing endless research. Among these was the strict prohibition on memory duplication. However, in the wake of the Storm Surge, the provisional government sought to revise this prohibition and make one key exception: Queen's Fane. The decision was ultimately made to equip her endless counterpart with a Tiara variant regulator, thereby enabling the routine backup of her memories. Intriguingly, it was Master Calix who objected most strenuously to this proposal. It was his assertion that one's corporeal form, whether flesh and blood or endless construct, is nothing more than a vessel, and that as a vessel, it is to be modified and experimented upon should circumstances require it. Memory, however, was sacrosanct and inviolable, the very essence of life and personhood. When Master Calix eventually acquiesced to the provisional government's request, a number of this facility's personnel duplicated their memories to verify the efficacy of the technology. Yet Master Calix refused to even entertain the notion. To this day, he has avoided creating even a single backup of his own memories, a resolution which I myself have chosen to emulate. Though he wasn't above transferring himself.
Yeah, he totally transferred himself. And he kind of did it via backup.
Yeah. Of course, I'm kind of wondering if, A, he was wanting to avoid there being multiple sources of duplicates, one from his own secret research along with Asians, and then one's from inside this lab. Or if he was afraid that if he backed himself up on the systems here, someone might be able to discern some of his memories and realize he was working with Asians.
I found a data tablet.
Yes.
It appears to be a research personal data tablet. Skim the entries.
Journal entry number 1. Today I began my employment at Preservation. The organization was unfamiliar to me, but when the recruitment letter arrived, I had a gut feeling that this work would be far more fulfilling than any orthodox medical practice. I think we've been through this.
I want to see if there's something appended to the end.
Yeah. Entry 2. My instincts were correct. Master Calix's philosophy is the refined ideal of notions I've only ever vaguely entertained. That mankind must evolve beyond the shackles of its flesh and blood existence. 4. I had a meeting with Director Dimitris.
We skipped 3.
Yes, we did. I had a meeting with Director Dimitris today. I've heard others praise his genius intellect, yet he seems to be a guttering candle in comparison to Master Calix's blinding brilliance. 9. This morning, I was permitted to access the top floor and observe the workings of living memory. As predicted, the shortage of ether required to sustain the Endless is reaching critical levels, yet Queen Sphene insists on continuing her ineffectual flailing. 14. Our Malala colleagues, including the Protolab Chief, have been behaving in a decidedly suspicious manner of late. Should I report my concerns to the Director? 18. From tomorrow, I have been assigned to assist with a research project in the Deutero Lab. We're scheduled to conduct a major experiment, the details of which I have been kept ignorant. It would seem prudent to back up my memory data. You've reached the end of the journal entries.
So there might be someone technically hidden in the data here somewhere.
Most of the former staff, from the sounds of it, him more particularly, but
of course, memory is only a piece of a person. It is not the whole thing.
yeah. Well, it's considered to be the part that determines personality. How accurate that is might be a little something else.
And then there's the data terminal on the entry. Courtesy
Yes.
of Shale's decrypted efforts, the previous inaccessible
That's
research
what it was.
objectives section is now available
for
perusal.
perusal. Yeah. Research objectives. The primary research objective of Containment Complex 10-29 is the indefinite preservation of the Endless. Continued improvements to soul cell and regulator functionality are intended to facilitate the Endless Fiend's management of living memory. It is via this process of iteration that we endeavor to identify and resolve any and all issues inherent in Endless creation. Chief among known issues is our present inability to control the key. For if we fail to secure the reflections as additional sources of ether, our ultimate goal will remain forever out of reach. Yeah. Of course, them having put the gun on the mantelpiece, if we do get to another reflection, and we find evidence that these guys have been interfering there,
Yeah. So, what?
Is that? Do I even have that on my board? Yes, I do. It's that. Yeah.
Expedient.
Yes. Damage reduction and movement up.
Yes.
I figure once we're out of here, or as we leave here, I will switch back to Bard. We shouldn't need to be as smart as we can manage for Tataru. In fact,
There.
because this is more likely to be adventuring we will go.
Yes. Unfortunately, I need to go in and make a new suit for Dragoon. Oops. Wrong way. Because right now you have Sassy Idol Singer Dragoon.
Is there any other kind?
Ooh ooh.
I don't think I've heard anything of any more construction site hacks. I remember a couple of years ago there was somebody who was hacking the occasional, construction work ahead, flashing signs.
Oh, right. Back to Tulio Lau.
Yes. And then across the salt.
Oh, the best one I heard was someone in Los Altos and Palo Alto actually hacked
Oh yeah.
the crossing guard buttons.
Yes, because they're all on sound chips now.
And they hacked them to embarrassing things Elon Musk and Larry Ellison have said.
Well, at least the Elon Musk one was definitely, imitating him, but yeah.
It was, wow, special. I don't know how long they lasted, but
Yeah.
it definitely made the news. I really don't like that dome. I really don't like that dome.
Until we can get Gaia over here, I don't think it's going to go away. And if we can get it to shift shards, it needs to go to the 13th first.
Yeah. 13th is in the most dire. The fact that there's technically a world there we possibly can save still amazes me.
Yeah. And of course the problem is bringing Gaia there probably isn't enough, because what needs to be happen what needs to happen is for it to well, maybe just rebalancing the Aether would help. But of course, in the long run, what needs to happen is it needs to get reconnected to, basically the life stream. I can't think of the term here.
The ethereal sea?
Yes, the ethereal sea. Because at the moment, it is cut off from it, and that's part of the fact that you just can't hide there. But of course, a lot of that is, that and the fact that it's just all Shadow Aether is kind of part and parcel.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My umbrella is having a very bad day.
Yeah.
So before we came on, we actually went as a two-person to deal with Eden 2, the Shadow Doggy. Actually, it'd be
10.
Yeah, Eden 10S. As two-person tank,
Two
we
silly
did
things.
it. It was an awesome fight. And we were specifically going in so I can get some glams. It was the wrong glam tier.
Yeah. So, assuming you do generally want boots and gloves, that would imply you want 6.
Yeah. Boots, gloves, and head. And probably pants.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just
Probably going to be like 6 and 7.
It was an exciting fight. I had a fun time, but damn it, that was the wrong glam. I feel like we just wasted an afternoon.
No, we didn't. It was an afternoon for one.
Well, yeah.
Good grief.
What?
Just the fact that we still have precipitation, even if it is frozen.
We are in the North Sea. It be windy. It be freaking cold.
Yes. Try and get some cold acclimation in. We're gonna need it.
Oh, this jacket's pretty warmish. I'm
Still.
worried about your knees, though.
Yeah, it'll probably get worse.
I'm sorry.
No. Thankfully, the normal outfit will be fine, but I'm finding out what the third walk will get me first.
Hey, Ajika! Sorry we took so long. Graha, see you beat us here.
Oh dear. It occurs to me that I neglected to bring gifts from Thrall. Considering the extra work they've had to handle in my absence, I dare say I owe them a veritable mountain of snacks at the very least. Did you forget, or did you just eat all the tacos on the way?
I think he ate all the tacos on the way and is, yeah, well, it's a very cat thing to do, let's be honest. I thought it was best to hear what Ojika had to say ere we meet with the Taru. I do hope she is well.
I'm sure her business is fine.
Hey, Ojika! Long time no see. Ojika, it's you.
Welcome. Yes. Welcome back, and what a pleasure it is to see you too.
Thank you for contacting us, Ojika. We came as soon as we could.
Of course. I felt it prudent given how troubled Tataru was.
Your concern is much appreciated. As it so happens, we'd reach a convenient juncture in our investigation. Shale and Yustola have matters well in hand, leaving us free to make the trip.
That's a relief to hear. Now, let me fetch Tataru for you. Why don't you take a moment to relax in the main hall? I'm sure you're all still fatigued from your journey. I shan't be long, but you can unwind in the main hall while I'm gone.
Are we having Last Stand delivered? Raha?
Given how frequently Tataru is away on business these days, it is a small miracle we're in the same place at the same time.
Only now is beginning to feel we've actually returned. Such fond memories within these four walls. Yeah, this is Kryle's home.
Yeah. And we're waiting. We're waiting.
Planning your next journey?
Oh no, just reminiscing. Thinking back to when you bought this map, and how you all encouraged me to make the voyage to Tural.
Are you glad you did?
As if you need ask.
Ah, that's the smile we've been missing from Kryle for a long time.
Well, that sounds good.
Welcome back.
Hey, Tataru!
Wonderful to see you again.
Yes.
I'm so glad you're here.
Ojika contacted us. He intimated that you were rather concerned. Come to think of it, Alphino said he and Alize would pay you a visit upon their return. Have you not seen them?
Oh no, they were here. I was regaled with many a tale of your Turali adventures.
Good, good.
It was only once they departed for Garlemord that the rumors came to my attention.
Rumors.
Rather alarmingly, void-sent sightings seem to be on the rise across the star.
Oh dear.
I was reluctant to bother you with mere hearsay, especially when you had more pressing matters to contend with. But earlier I received a confidential report from the Grand Company of Eorzea. It's as if a mighty dam has been breached, flooding the land with foul creatures. For a blessing, most nations have managed to keep the invaders in check, and casualties appear to be minimal thus far. Though the same cannot be said for those regions with a deeper connection to the void. Their fissures continue to manifest without end, putting countless innocents in danger.
A deeper connection to the void. Garlemald is the home of the Reapers, is it not?
It is. Alphino and Alize were there when the trouble began, and have since sent word that the situation has taken a dreadful turn.
A short while earlier, in Tertium. guys really need to move out of the subway station.
Thus concludes the abridged account of our time in Taral. Now I shall leave you with the words of the late Dawn servant, Galul Jajar. Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship. A notion that rings true for Eorzeans no less than it does for the diverse peoples of Tuliolal.
And for Garleans as well. Even sharing something as simple as a local dish can pave avenues of understanding. It's up to all of us to forge new bonds together.
Thank you for sharing your tale. Better they hear it firsthand than endure my clumsy retelling. Your words give me hope that we might achieve something similar here in Garlemald.
We all have the capacity to affect change. Our time in Taral taught us that much. And now that we've returned, it's time we rolled up our sleeves and got back to work.
I've already sent missives to the other nations, informing them of our Alexandrian friends. I also intend to notify the Garlean community officially. If both sides are amenable to the proposition, we shall gladly assist in establishing diplomatic relations with Alexandria and Tuliolal.
Thank you. But are you sure you've recovered from your journey? It sounded like you hardly had time to catch your breath.
Vacation's over, back to work.
Yep.
Sir!
Uh-oh.
Lapis Manalis is overrun with void scent. We've sustained heavy civilian casualties.
What?
Trotium Squadron reporting in. We're under attack. Void scent appeared out of nowhere and ambushed us during a routine inspection. Damn it. Is that another fisher? No, no, no! Ah!
My comrades are under attack. We have to do something.
There's no time to lose! Come on!
The Garlean community is ill-equipped to defend themselves against such a threat. Even with the aid of the twins and the Ilzabad contingent, they face daunting odds.
So we should head there and clean things
We
up,
shall leave
shouldn't
for
we?
Garlemald immediately.
Thank you, Graha.
Thank you. I was able to contact Thancred and Urianger too. They're already on their way. With any luck, you'll be able to rendezvous with them on arrival.
Okay, new theory. You're right. We are headed for the world calamity, but what's going on is whatever caused the first rejoining, i.e. from the 13th, to fail.
It's starting up
actually start
again.
up. Yeah.
We shall see. Clearly, we made the right decision in coming to Charlian, though I dearly wish the circumstances of our return were not so grave.
I don't believe we've seen Thancred and Urianger since our battle with the Endless Fiend, have we? They too must have returned here at some point.
I until the Alphino and Alizé have withdrawn to Tertium to request aid on the front lines. They seem intent on rejoining the battle once reinforcements were ready, but I shall tell them to wait until your arrival. We are on our way.
So, lobster bisque, which is food. Kika, which is generally DPS, I guess. Or physical DPS.
I took the money.
Maybe orange cookies. I'll go for the Mukika. This creamy, spicy stew is a staple throughout Tuliolol and owes its popularity to its flavorful broth.
Oh no, Shadowbringers was not FK. Oh no, 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 no. Two entwined
Toru?
Sorry to send you packing so soon after your homecoming, but the Garlemald desperately needs your aid.
Yeah, you could have impressed a little more urgency on the initial bit.
We will have been here a lot faster.
Two worlds entwined. Rahatia wears a pensive expression. And just like that, we find ourselves faced with another emergency. Fortunately, there is yet time for us to make a difference. Let us make haste to Tertium. Zoom! And Tertium does not change for that part.
We are out of here.
I was kind of wondering if things would involve a return to Garlemald, given it's one of the coldest places we've been in, along with Corythus. Garlemald is more naturally cold instead of calamity cold, the way Corythus is.
Yeah, well. So, Dragoon? Or Reaper?
Up to you. If you think it'll help draw the void scent to you, Reaper might be a good idea. But just poking every void scent you can should be good enough. Where are you going?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
You're not going across the salt.
Yeah, the bell peppers wouldn't survive the voyage.
And we're back in City Land.
And while we're in city, I'm going to get myself some more water. This water is
You do this. I might do that too.
Ah, perfect timing. The boat's just arriving.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't know they served drinks on these ships. Or should I say beverages?
Beverages. Though drinks would be appropriate because, what
Yes.
sailor would be without them? Waffle up? Here we go, a waffling.
Yes.
Man, Ul'dah
Now,
looks so pretty
you're-
from this angle.
Yes. Now you're the one who's taken Reaper.
Uh-huh.
What can you define on them and connection to Void Scent?
Oh. If you'd taken the class, you would know very, very much.
Yeah, it'll be a long while before I get that far, though.
Remember, as Reaper, part of my routine is to help summon my bonded Void Scent.
Huh.
I call him Sinister, because he's left-handed.
Right.
No, he's
Right.
left.
Haha.
And when I really work up, I can merge with said Void Scent for extra burst.
You?
Yes. To be fair, I do find Reaper actually very fun,
Yep.
despite its gothy McGothness.
Yeah, all I really know, of course, is the supposed farmer connection.
Yeah, and that's why it's the scythe is the main weapon.
It's Scythe, yes.
Is the main connection in the lore is that a bunch of farmers were effectively constantly being under attack, and they've effectively made pacts with Void Scents to get enough power to repel the attackers.
And the attackers were not other Void Scent, I take it.
No, I think it was effectively a bunch of beasts that the local government refused to come out and tend to. That was just kind of running amok over the place. Oh, that was right. It was on the border, and you had border incursions going on with bandits and enemy soldiers. And they're like, we're just farmers trying to farm in peace. Afterwards, a clan grew up that effectively was the Reaper clan, and they became a series of assassins.
Oh, good.
But they were assassins separate from the government.
Uh-huh.
The last major Reaper assassination, which failed, but scared the pants out of the assassin who tried it, to the point where he ended up getting overtaken by his Void Scent. He tried to take on Solus Sans Galvus.
Yeah, I can understand how that failed.
And Solus was pushed far enough that he actually showed his hand. And that went very badly. It's like, I killed you! Why are you still standing? Yeah, and after that he kind of went crazy and the Void Scent took over. And that's pretty much going after that controlled Void Scent.
Is the main quest line.
For the Reaper, yeah.
Yeah. Man, I know we haven't been here for a while, but I just can't shake this feeling that I've been here recently.
Funny that.
I just don't understand.
We've been back across this area multiple times, so it's not that strange.
But it's been a while.
Yeah, well...
It feels like it was just yesterday.
Solus was the great-grandfather of Xenos and the creator of the Garlean Empire. He also goes by the name Emetzelk.
Yeah. Which is why the assassination didn't work.
Yes. Yes. AKA Hades. Yeah. The guy tried to assassinate the last remaining unsundered
Yeah.
Ancient.
Ancient.
And the Ancient was just like, no. I am handing the camera to a man you cannot fix. And that is correct. In fact, all of Shadowbringers, when you see him in that dark robe...
Coat? Yeah.
That dark coat was actually his Garlean uniform!
Yep. Well, obviously, you know, to a certain extent, it was kind of the most recent life he'd lived. Yeah. But it is also fairly obvious that, you know, that entire saga had left its mark on him.
Yeah. He had lived so long that it had broken him. In its own unique way.
Yeah. Do you have your little, I think, animatic posted anywhere?
Somewhere. I've been thinking about trying to see if I could upload it to the Sweet Shop channel, but I haven't gotten around to it.
Right.
Not as much as you'd... Or, the armor itself would weigh a butt-ton. However, wearing it would feel very light because it's actually powered exoskeletal armor.
And it certainly has the design just so that it's going to be distributed somewhat well. Which is a lot of it.
And that big stone in the front of the chest... that is actually a recording device similar to our job stones. To record memories and experiences.
Now let's see, the Buns have had 2 rounds with them, and we go, what, 4? Spoilers.
I think we go 5. No, sorry. It's like...
I can kind of believe that.
1, 2...
It's got to be at least 4 because I'm pretty sure there's one before the... I'm not counting the trial. No, untransformed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 5... for the course of the game.
Okay, I'm thinking Heaven's Stormblood.
I think 3, including Stormblood Plus.
Well, there's one more around that definitely is coming up, and I thought there was like one more in between. Busy place.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oriange!
Well met, my friends. Now, let us hearken unto Alphino's words.
Favorite?
It's been far too long.
I have to admit, I do like the Bozja cloak. It is tempting to go back there for that, but it's Bozja, and I agree, Rift. I totally agree.
Raylia, Theron, you made it in time.
Oh, sorry, I was clicking on
do our best.
LSA.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you for coming at such short notice. I'm glad you're here. Rift's glad he's here too. Okay, now you can talk with Alphino.
Fine. Theron, Raylia, you made it in time.
Look at who we brought along.
Excuse me.
You picked a frosty
Time for some
spot for a reunion.
Tataru sent word that you were coming. Full glad am I to see you all. Though I'm afraid this is no time for pleasantries. Planar fissures have opened up across Garlemald, inundating the region with void scent. As far as we can ascertain, there are 2 focal points of their assault. The Ilsabard contingent are combating the threat in Lapis Manalis. Although they have suffered casualties, they appear to have the upper hand.
As well they should. The many talented Uldan thaumaturges among them should be more than capable of closing any fissures they encounter.
Which leaves the second focal point, the Clutium. Eulus and the Garlean community are attempting to mount a counterattack, but are struggling to cope with the sheer number of Voidsent. They've fallen back to the north of the Imperial Palace. Can you lend your aid in securing the area?
With your blessing, I would tend to the wounded returning from battle.
Of course, Kryl. Thank you. The quickest route from here to the front is via the train tracks. Once we arrive, we can support the Garlean forces as we make for the fissure in the munitions factory.
Dang it!
Yeah. Wednesday?
It's gonna have to be Wednesday, but I'm... Do we want to head back to the sweet shop?
Really?
Hmm?
They're doing And Love Ye Shall Find here.
Well, that's kind of become something of a Garlean theme.
Because there's originally for, what's its name?
Yeah, part of the...
place where the G Warrior is kept.
Yeah. Yeah. To answer your question, FK, all we know about the upcoming classes is we're going to get a tank, and we're going to get a physical ranged.
And we've got one clue, which could be a misdirection, but generally, Yoshi P's t-shirt at a fan fest is a clue.
But
and
it is
he
always
was wearing a
very subtle.
Yeah. And this time it was kind of obvious. He was wearing a t-shirt featuring Raytatan, which is the guy from near the end of ARR. Used to be 5 seconds in, he was down.
So many chocobos in one area. It's actually good to see. Isn't that right, big fella? Yeah, you might actually be slightly bigger than Rift. That's kind of impressive, actually.
I think he is. Now, whose chocobo is that? I guess hers.
Yep.
Which would make sense. And then we've got Themis. And a well-dressed for the area Harriet.
I'll note that the person who summoned their chocobo has also gotten theirs well dressed for the area, and I think Rift is wanting something as well. He's looking a bit cold.
Now, where shall we go hang out for the next couple of days?
Well, we can go to the house and go to the sweet shop. Haven't been there in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, Boko is definitely going to have to switch back to that outfit for Evercold.
There. Are you feeling warmer?
Let's see, which is that one?
That's the
one that I'll be going for.
I think it's the... Well, I know it uses blue fox fur.
Yes.
Ah, the Highland Barding.
Yeah, that's how you get it. That sounds right. Now, if I can just find it in this very, very long list. I need to be able to, like, favorite these.
For the most part, chocobo barding, you can either get off some of it off the auction block or market board, but much of it is either crafted from EX materials,
or just regular crafted,
or gifts from doing holiday events.
Yes.
Except for the
That's
one
where,
I've got.
The Buns chocobo birding that they've been on for the last year and a half came from the holiday.
Yeah. The one Rift currently has is the Noble Barding, which you get as a reward for participating in community events. Whatever it is, we're not staying here. It's too cold. Especially after just jumping off the boat from Tuliolal. It is too cold.
Yeah, I was meaning to comment at one point about the fact that we're
not
definitely
acclimated.
Shifting climate. Well, definitely shifting climates between Dawn Trail and Evercold.
Oh, great. Sleet rain. Oh!
Yeah.
So Wednesday we will hit the Clytium.
Flutium, I think is how LSA said it.
Either which is better than how most people initially read that.
Okay.
Which was the Clitium.
Really? Really?
And everyone was like, you really named your dungeon that? Well, that's okay. Most guy players won't be able to find it anyway.
I was wondering if I should mention that little rant.
I felt it was better coming from me.
Definitely.
I think we got Orca! Yes, folks, this is definitely a PG-13 channel. Minimum.
Is your Philo 8A showing?
Maybe. So now we have to trek all the way back.
Yes, and we're gonna have to trek all the way back out there in 2 days.
Yeah, well.
On the other hand, do you really want to spend 2 days in that subway station?
No.
It's worth the
No,
journey.
I do not. Thank you. No offense to the Garleans, but no.
That is the correct answer.
And the big ass arc that saved a lot of people from what, the 6 Umbral Calamity?
Yeah. Which explains why it is still there. It was the 6th and not one of the earlier ones, though it's still impossibly old.
Yeah. And it's still got magic running through it.
Yeah, which might be part of it. Decidedly Badlands. And getting pretty bad in some places.
Bad, bad, very bad, very bad, bad.
Bad, definitely bad. Once again, I just get this feeling I was here yesterday.
Hush you.
Connie Senna, tear down that wall.
Yeah. Blight on the landscape.
On the Alameda side of the border.
Yep.
But somehow I don't think anyone would object.
Nope.
Trust me, Doodles, the wall was actually a long, long ways from Gorilla Mall itself.
But there the voicings are happening all over. It's just, it's going to be more
but
cute in Garlemald.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually on the other side of a strait. Because you've got a shoreline and strait just east of Alamigo. And what's it is on the other side of that, and then like half a continent away is Garlemald. Who knows, maybe they will introduce us to some of the areas they skipped us past.
We shall see.
Yes. Turncliffe, that's the name.
Hey, Waffles, what was that?
He wanted a bath.
I go to land and he goes under the bridge.
He wanted to go swimming. That's right.
Ah, Waffles. It's just raining everywhere, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Well, I'm thinking for our multi-person transportation needs, does the Space Whale have internal heating?
Yes.
You might want to switch to that.
Warm, piping udon. Tasty, tasty. With that said,
Yummies, wonders parfait.
it is time and past time to call it
Plates.
a night. Thank you so much for coming along this evening. We will be back on Wednesday to actually run the dungeon. Woohoo! Yay! Until then, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you next time.
Yes, everyone have a great night. Hope to see you here on Wednesday at 9:30 Pacific.
Good night, all.